The topic for today is habitat of animals. Before heading towards the habitat of animals, let's know about the habitat. The meaning of habitat is the natural home or environment of living being is called as their habitat. According to the habitat of animals, they are mainly divided into 5 types. First one is terrestrial animal, aquatic animal, arboreal animal, amphibian animals and aerial animals. Let's know about the terrestrial animals. Animals those lives on land or spend their most of the time on land are called as a terrestrial animals. For example, cow, buffalo, goat, tiger, lion, zebra, giraffe, snake, deer, etc. These are few examples of terrestrial animals. They have strong leg muscles which helps them to search for food and shelter. Most of them are large in size. This is some pictures of terrestrial animals: snake, goat, dog, tiger, cow, deer, horse, zebra, lion, giraffe, elephant. These are few pictures of terrestrial animal. Let's know about the aquatic animal. Animals those lives in water or spend their most of the time in water are called as aquatic animals. Most of them breathe through gills. They have very slippery and wet skin. These are few pictures of sea animals or aquatic animals. For example, fish, starfish, crab, octopus, jellyfish, lobster, seahorse, etc. Let's know about the aquatic birds. Some birds also belongs to aquatic family. Those birds who spends their most of the time in water are called as a aquatic bird. There are some birds who used to spend their most of the time in water and they are also called as a aquatic bird. They used to belong to aquatic family. For example, penguin, duck, swan, albatross, crane, flamingo, kingfisher, etc. are the few examples of aquatic birds. You can easily see the first one is flamingo, crane, kingfisher, penguin, albatross. See, you can see pelican, duck, swan, etc. This belongs to aquatic birds or aquatic animals. Let's know about the arboreal animals. Animals those lives or spend their most of the time in tree and walls are called as a arboreal animals. Arboreal animals used to spend their most of the time in tree and walls. Some used to live, some used to spend their most of the time, so they are called as arboreal animal. They have very powerful and strong hand, leg, claws, tail, which helps them to climb and move from one branches to another branches. For example, leopards, monkey, koala, panda, squirrels, tree snakes, lizards, sloth, raccoon, chimpanzees, etc. They belongs to arboreal animal. You can see here monkey, chameleon, wall lizard, leopard, sloth, tree snake, another monkey, panda, koala, squirrel, raccoon. These are few examples of arboreal animal. Let's know about the amphibian animals. Animals those live both in land and water are called as the amphibian or amphibian animals. There are few animals who can live both in land and water and they are called as amphibian animals. They have an ability to survive in both land and water. They breathe through their moist skin inside the water. They don't have any gills. They use their wet skin. They have a kind of small pores inside the skin, which helps them to breathe inside the water. And outside of the water they have lungs. Like terrestrial and arboreal animals, they have lungs to breathe on land, and they use their skin to breathe inside the water. So some for examples: toad, frog, salamander, etc. These are the first one is frog, second one is toad, third one is salamander. Salamander can be found in different colors. This one is red salamander. So let's know about the aerial animals. Animals who spend their most of the time by flying in the sky, flying in the air, are called as aerial animals. You can say animals which spend their most of the time by flying in the sky or flying in the air are called as aerial animals. They have wings to fly, and their wings are very light, which helps them to stay in the air, fly in the air, fly in the sky. For example, most of the birds like eagle, sparrow, pigeon, dove, parrot, butterflies, and dragonflies are also belong to aerial animals. These are the few pictures. Now let's know about the animals that belongs to terrestrial but lives in specific place. Let's know about the desert animals. They are called as xerophytic animals. Also, so these desert animals are also a kind of terrestrial animal, but they lives in specific place. That's why they are called as a desert animals, because they lives in desert. Animals who lives in desert are called as a desert or xerophytic animals, and they live in very hot climates, so their skin is very thick. Most of the desert animals have very thick skin, which helps them to protect from the heat in the desert. So, and they can live up to many more days without drinking water. Also, they have that kind of capability, because there is a scarcity of water in the desert. We can't regularly find water in desert. That's why the desert animals have a ability to live without the water also for so many days. So without drinking water also, they can live up to many more days. For example, camel, rattlesnake, armadillo, dragonthorn lizard, kangaroo rat, fennec fox, hyenas, meerkats are some few examples of desert animals. You can see this one is armadillo, you can see camel, third one is meerkat, fennec fox, kangaroo rat, rattlesnake, dragonthorn lizard. This much for today. Thank you so much. Hope you understood the topic.